Hey guys, it's Todd from Team HMB again, and this time I'm answering a question about strongman training. There's so many different disciplines in strongman competition. How do you train or structure your training to be well-rounded to accommodate all those different disciplines? And it's not a simple answer, I guess, and I'll kind of go through what seemed to work best for me. Throughout the week, first of all, you cannot neglect your just core strength. If you were to substitute in just doing the strongman events as opposed to doing your heavy squats, heavy deadlifts, heavy presses in the gym, and your auxiliary and stuff like that, then you're gonna hit a plateau that you get pretty good at the events, but your strength stagnates and probably will even start dropping. So be sure you're getting your heavy days in the gym. I like to do a heavy upper day, a heavy lower day, and then throughout the week I'm also adding in extra workouts with some conditioning and some speed work and stuff like that. But as far as my heavy brute force days, I got a heavy upper, a heavy lower, and then usually Saturday, sometimes when the schedule wouldn't allow it, I'd move it to a Friday night or move it to a Sunday. But right around that time, I would hit my strongman training day, and we trained for 3-4 hours of hitting the different disciplines. And it depended on what was coming up in a competition, but just about always your competition's gonna have some kind of a press. So, this is like an overall whole body workout day where we start with our press, usually, but not always, but usually we start with our press, and it would be our strongman press, whether it would be log, whether it be axle, circus dumbbell, Viking press, whatever the competitions we had as a training group coming up, we would cycle through those. Now, that being said, it was real easy if I had a log coming up in a competition to just train log for the 3 months going into that competition, and that is not the right idea in my book, because you're going to hit a plateau in that, and it's going to get boring, and by the time you're done with the competition, you don't want to see a log again. So my focus will be log, but I need to rotate other things in there. And say I got a max log in a competition, I can't just every week be going for a single max. I gotta rotate in cleans and presses, I gotta rotate in repetition, because I don't want my training to stagnate. Then, we would usually end with some kind of a load, and we would try to vary that as well. We would do keg loads to a platform, we would do stone loads to a platform, keg over bar, stone over bar for reps. We would usually try to stick with runs on if we were doing stones or kegs to a platform, but occasionally we'd throw in, okay, today we're going to go for a max stone load, see how heavy we can go. And luckily we had enough stones we could do that with. Variety on that. And then in between, we usually train 4 or 5 events. So in between, it would depend on what's coming up the competition. We would do a lot of movement events, your tire flipping, usually tried to incorporate a grip in there, and that was primarily probably because grip was my Achilles heel, and I needed to train it religiously to try to improve it. So it depends on where you're at, whether you need to do that or not, I guess. But a lot of moving events, heavy yokes, light yokes, heavy farmers medleys, grip medleys, whatever might be coming up in a contest, but also variety. And I would say that the variety is what is going to make you well-rounded. If all I do is train log press, farmer's walk, tire flip, yoke, stones, because those are in a lot of competitions, then I'm not going to be a well-rounded strongman. I get into a competition that's got a silver dollar deadlift or Husafel, or whatever the case might be, then I'm going to struggle. So I need to be incorporating that stuff in all the time if my goal is to be well-rounded. And if you're wanting to win strongman competitions, your goal has got to be well-rounded, because there are so many disciplines. And some guys cherry pick their competitions, and if you want to do that, then you can just be good at the disciplines you're good at, go to those meets. But if you want to be, the guy that's really go to the higher level meets, regardless of what the events are, and expect to do good, or go to these national meets and expect to do good, you've got to be well-rounded. So keep with your heavy gym training, get strong. Just get strong. And then variety, lots of variety. Keep changing things up, change the distances you're going, change, whether I'm doing a straight shot or with a turn, how many sets you're doing, so on and so forth. But keep your body fooled, keep your body guessing, and become a proficient strongman. So those are a few ideas I have. Those are some things that I've found success with along the way. Hopefully it helps you become a more well-rounded strongman. Until next time.